In the annals of piracy, no name strikes more fear and intrigue than Blackbeard. Edward Teach, or Blackbeard, as he is famously known, ruled the seas with his fearsome appearance and ruthless tactics. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the truth behind Blackbeard's legendary fortune. Was it a vast treasure buried in a secret location, or is the real treasure his legacy that captivates us centuries later? Blackbeard's early life, before he became a pirate, is shrouded in mystery. He is believed to have been born around 1680, but the exact date and place of his birth remain uncertain. Some historical accounts suggest he was born in Bristol, England, while others propose alternative locations in England or even the possibility of his birth in the Caribbean. Edward Teach's entrance into the world of piracy is thought to have occurred during the War of the Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714, also known as Queen Anne's War. During this time, privateers were commissioned by the British government to attack and plunder enemy ships, a lawful form of piracy. When the war ended in 1714, many of these privateers turned to piracy, as the cessation of hostilities meant the end of their legal plundering activities. Teach likely began his piratical career in this period, initially serving as a crew member before rising through the ranks to become a captain. One of the pivotal figures in Blackbeard's rise to infamy was Captain Benjamin Hornigold, a notorious pirate in his own right. Teach served under Hornigold, and it was during this time that he honed his skills in navigation, seamanship, and the art of piracy. Hornigold and Teach operated in the West Indies and along the American coast, preying on merchant ships. Edward Teach's transformation into Blackbeard began with his increasing notoriety and leadership. By 1717, he had taken command of his own ship, and it was around this time that he started to cultivate the fearsome image that would become his legacy. He grew his trademark thick black beard, which he would braid and tie with ribbons. To further instill fear in the hearts of his enemies, he was known to light slow-burning fuses tucked under his hat, creating a menacing aura of smoke and fire around his head during battles. Blackbeard understood the value of reputation in piracy. He cultivated an image of terror that was so effective, many of his victims surrendered without a fight. His appearance was meticulously designed to instill fear. From the slow-burning fuses he wore in his beard to his imposing stature, everything about Blackbeard was intended to strike terror into the hearts of those who crossed his path. This psychological warfare was one of his most effective tools, allowing him to achieve his ends with minimal resistance. He was known for his strategic mind and for forming alliances with other pirates. One of his most notable allies was Stede Bonnet, a former army major who turned to piracy. Blackbeard's leadership and naval prowess complemented his allies' strengths, making their combined forces a significant threat to the Atlantic trade routes. Moreover, Blackbeard's tactics on the sea were as ruthless as they were effective. He was not above using hostages to get what he wanted, ensuring that his demands were met by threatening the lives of captured crew and passengers. His knowledge of the coastal waters and his uncanny ability to evade capture allowed him to continue his piratical activities with impunity. One of Blackbeard's most audacious acts was the blockade of Charlestown, South Carolina, in 1718. Blackbeard and his fleet captured several ships entering and leaving the port, effectively holding the city ransom. He demanded a chest of medicines in exchange for the hostages he had taken. This event showcased his boldness and strategic acumen, further cementing his reputation as a formidable pirate. As Blackbeard's power and notoriety grew, Benjamin Hornigold, his mentor and former captain, took a different path. Hornigold accepted the king's pardon in 1717, which granted amnesty to pirates who renounced piracy. This left Blackbeard as the dominant pirate force in the Caribbean, with no significant rivals to challenge his authority. Unlike some of his contemporaries who boasted about their riches, Blackbeard was notoriously secretive about his loot. Historical records do not definitively document the treasure's existence, leading some to speculate whether it was a fabricated myth. However, the allure of a hidden treasure has not waned, with many believing that Blackbeard buried his wealth to protect it from rivals and authorities. Theories about the location of Blackbeard's treasure are as varied as they are fascinating. Some of the most popular speculated locations include Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. Blackbeard's last hideout and the site of his death is a prime candidate for the location of his treasure. The island's secluded inlets would have made it an ideal spot to hide his loot. The Outer Banks, North Carolina. This stretch of islands and sandbanks has been rumored to hold Blackbeard's treasure buried in its shifting sands. The Caribbean Islands. Given Blackbeard's extensive piratical activities in the Caribbean, many believe his treasure might be hidden on one of the many islands he frequented. Plum Point, North Carolina. Some tales suggest that Blackbeard buried his treasure along the Neuse River before his final battle. Over the years, countless treasure hunters have sought Blackbeard's lost riches, armed with little more than legends and hopes. Despite numerous expeditions and searches, no one has conclusively found Blackbeard's treasure. Modern technology, including metal detectors and submersible vehicles, has revitalized the search. But the treasure, if it exists, remains elusive. Part of the enduring mystery surrounding Blackbeard's treasure is the pirate's own cunning and strategy. He was known for his psychological tactics and misdirection. Some historians speculate that the legend of the buried treasure itself might be the greatest misdirection, a story propagated by Blackbeard to keep his enemies and potential usurpers occupied while he conducted his affairs. The legend of Blackbeard's treasure has had a significant impact on popular culture, inspiring books, movies, and countless tales of adventure. It serves as a symbol of the ultimate pirate mystery, embodying the romance and danger of the Golden Age of Piracy. The treasure hunt has also been featured in various documentaries and television series, showcasing the ongoing fascination with Blackbeard and his supposed hidden riches. Blackbeard's reign came to a violent end in 1718. In a fierce battle with Lieutenant Robert Maynard of the Royal Navy. Killed in action, Blackbeard's death marked the end of his terror and the beginning of his legend. But with his death, the mystery of his fortune deepened. Did he die with his secrets, or is the truth out there, waiting to be discovered? Blackbeard's fortune, whether real or mythical, captures our imagination. It speaks to the allure of the unknown and the thrill of the chase. Perhaps the true treasure is not a chest of gold, but the stories and legends that inspire adventurers across generations. Blackbeard's legacy is not just a tale of piracy and treasure, it's a reminder of the ocean's mysteries and the endless quest for discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of piracy's greatest mystery. The legend of Blackbeard's fortune remains as captivating as ever, a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. What secrets lie beneath the waves? The mystery continues and the legend of Blackbeard sails on.